Hello everyone, Stalwart Howenger come back at you. We're going to pick up our quest in Black Myth Wukong. Just met the spirit of this mountain. We got some more wolves to deal with. Guess what? You're gonna get whacked. Ah, perfect dodge. So you can. So normally when you dodge an attack, you just like evade it. But if you dodge like just as the attack is about to hit, you do a perfect dodge. I don't think that does anything just yet, but there are several mechanics that like work off of it, so trying to get that timing is really helpful. Sometimes I have them early though. Like I said, not essential right now. So I do say this is a Souls-like. It does have like the dodge-heavy mechanics, bosses that like will shred you if you just... Wow. Really overswung that. Dodged a little early there. Get the perfect dodge anyway. And I got my first spark. You don't lose anything when you die. Like, you don't lose your money, you don't lose anything, really. So you can just keep retrying, which is nice. I did get a spark, which is your method of leveling up. So I can go to self-advance, and I can put points into either my foundation, which is sort of like your passive stuff, HP and whatnot, and then your staff stance. There'll be other stuff later on, but for the time being, I'm going to boost my stances, because this is how you can get extra charges for those heavy hits, which is really important. So I'm going to use loot counter. This is pretty handy. It lets me do like a special attack. If I do a heavy attack immediately after a light, lets me perform a special attack that gives me like immunity frames. Let's see if I can trigger with this guy.
Your face looks familiar.
Kind of hard to do it against these guys because they get staggered by every attack. But I'll try to use it against the next guy capable. Get this guy over here. Over there. It's a rat. I was looking at this thing. We got a Skandha of Thorn. Interesting. Man shrinks at odor, but smiles at beauty, which is only natural. Once hidden inside the Buddha's head, this treasure has a secret yet to be revealed. It's hidden inside the Buddha's head. Alright. I'm not really sure what this is. I've encountered it a couple times. Like I've picked it up, but I'm not sure what it does. Also not sure who that was. So I can't go down there. It just doesn't let me. It is unfortunate that the character isn't really a character. You're just like a vessel to control. Which I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity. I feel like...
Some flesh for our taking.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? And a bomb. Oh, get bombed. I got him. Might as well pick this up. There is some crafting, which I'm not really opposed to. You can pick up ingredients to make medicines and whatnot. Your main healing is from your flask. I haven't taken enough damage to really... Oh, hello there. Get dodged. Dodge away. Because those explode. Exploding frogs. What do I think of next? I'm trying to think of like all the important mechanics that I want to mention. This isn't really like a tutorial for you guys or anything, but just, you know. Hello there. Sit. Okay, it didn't work that time, but the timing is very. Oops. Ow. Okay. Sit. Man. I haven't quite figured out the timing yet for how Resolute Strike is supposed to work. Because I think you're supposed to use it like the early part of it has the immunity frame, which feels really awkward. Gotcha. I think only the early part of it has the immunity frames, which, like I said, is kind of awkward. Because it's, you can't really control unless you're very, like, deliberate with your auto timings. So I could pick this up and gather some money, which is will in this game. But I can actually get more from it if I wait a little bit. So I'm going to do that. Man, I used all my healing against that one bird. Here I was saying how it was doing good. So I was trying to show off a technique that I'm not horribly familiar with. I haven't used it all that often. Luckily, I can get my... Oh, yeah, I used up all my stamina. Luckily, stamina recovers pretty quickly. I definitely want to have my healing before I fight the next dude. Maybe I'll have a better luck trying to use a Resolute Strike against him. Okay, let me get my juice back, my wine. I will be very excited when I can get into the mechanics of customizing your healing flask. I've never seen so much like customization in. Now I know that there's the might as well check it. The Trailblazer's gift. I'm not sure what it's from. It does give me slightly better armor, but I'll get better armor like almost immediately hereafter. Look kind of goofy. Not gonna go for it. It's slightly better armor, but I don't really need it. I mentioned something. Oh yeah, the customization of your healing flask is really cool. I don't have it up there. Kicked. Kicked. Kick again. I think I might actually level up again before I fight the next guy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, get kicked. Ah, dodged. Yep. So I'll spend it. Ah. I'm probably going to put a lot of my points into stance just so I can get at least to level 3 focus, because it's very reliable. Getting those level 3 heavies is really important. I'm not going to focus on this, because as powerful as they are, they're less reliable because it doesn't stay at that charge point. I'll explain that a bit more later. But for the time being, I'm going to... I don't really need to worry about that. I'll get it at some point, but for the time being, I want exhilaration, which is whenever I expend a focus point, which are the little bubbles that fill up when I attack enemies down there at the bottom right. It actually heals me a little bit, but it does heal me, which is very good. Now, let's fight this guy. Okay, so it's much. Oh, okay. So it's much earlier that I have to activate it later, actually. Okay, focus. Oh, oh yeah. This is where you get your first spell. It's a really good one.
It's been a while, but the immobilize spell still works like a charm.
Sure does. Wukong.
Since you hail from Mount Huaguo, it won't hurt to teach you a handy trick. Now, here we go. Give me your hand.
Immobilize. Yeah, I just point at an enemy and they stop moving for a few seconds. Really good.
There you go. Should you come across any miscreants, just point your finger at them and release this spell. You'll be able to hold them in place while giving yourself a breather. Sadly, mine is but a humble trick.
I mean,
Its power will wear off within a few short moments. Though it's
pretty
good enough against boneheads like this one. Anyway, just consider it an ace up your sleeve.
That's pretty good.
No! The young boys these days know no manners! Fear not. Teach them a lesson with your new spell!
It won't. I really hope you show up because of the strike. I don't get a chance to. Okay, come. I want to show it off. Ah, I did it! So I basically, I basically have to activate it almost as I'm getting hit, which makes the timing really tricky because it's after using autos, so it's a bit risky, but basically you just phase through the attack, you ignore it, and it makes your attack more likely to stagger the enemy. So, oh yeah, I know. So it's really good. It's really, really good. I could put a point in mysticism, because Crush is like one of my favorite abilities. You do more damage to immobilize enemies, which is really good if you hit them with a hard charged heavy attack. But I'm going to get another point here. So now I can have 2 charges for my heavy. So it'll make it hit harder. Which is, getting to like level 3 is really important. I'll probably just keep putting points in till I can get level 3, then I'll focus on other stuff sort of mixed in.
Who are you?
Run in and smack. You notice I have 2 bulbs. Now I don't have to just rely on smacking people. I can just hold the button down. Like if I hold the heavy attack down, it'll just charge up. The downside is, oh, ow, I forgot. The downside is it doesn't count as consuming the focus, so you don't actually get the health back from acceleration, as well as just, taking a while to charge up. So in the middle of an intense boss fight, it might not be worth it. So I did notice that you do get focus for doing a perfect dodge. Jade Lotus Seeds. Nice. So yeah, I did notice that, because when you're in the middle of fighting, you don't always notice those little things. But yeah. As you, so now I can get up to 2 charges, which will make the attack much more potent. Will also make the healing more potent. I am hoping I can fight the blue guy. I should be able to deal with him. I hopefully won't have to die multiple times. I say that because in my first stream, I died several times against him.
Your
So, a little bit embarrassing, but then I heard that multiple people had that problem with that boss. So, I feel less bad about that. There's also the fact that I had a lot of lag while I was streaming. So, I don't have that. These are lovely. Just meditation spot. You just sit and meditate. Absorb the nature. Lovely moments to absorb the very lovely visuals of this game. Maybe I should meditate through the next time I find one of those. And as a reward, you get an extra spark. So I can level up again. Self-advancement. I'm just going to keep putting points into, yeah, I'm just keep putting points into my stances so I can hit harder. Light attack upon seeing through enemy initiates a light attack combo from the 3rd move. So basically makes it more easy to get the final hit of the light combo. But I'm actually going to max out the exhilaration. I like the passive health recovery. It's just nice. SKU. I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna remember to rest here, because last time I didn't actually rest. Actually, I don't. Because I didn't actually rest, which is very important, because I didn't have the flask needed to. This is a lovely feature. I'm gonna finish the thought though. I didn't actually have enough flask to fight the blue guy, so this time I remember to rest so I have enough. At any point, at any one of these shrines, you can just reset your skill points in any way. It doesn't cost you a darn thing. I love that. I love the fact that you're just given free reign to do whatever you want with your build. It's just like, hey, your points, spend them how you like. You do have to beat a shrine, but you can fast travel to a shrine at any point. If I just open up the map, I can just fast travel to a shrine. So realistically, at any point, you can just bamf back to a shrine and reset your skills if you want to try a different build. It's really good.
Hey, wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you?
Yeah?
It's not that simple.
It's not? How?
Let me transform you into a golden cicada, so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed. Fly!
I do wish this was a transformation you could unlock. Apparently it's not.
It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon.
So yeah, I can just be a cicada, but only for like a couple minutes. It's unfortunate because it'd be really cool if you could just have this form and just turn into it every once in a while.
In the depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form may help you explore, But beware, this form does not last forever. Should you find yourself lost, just follow my voice. Off you go.
I mean, I'm just gonna beat him up. Basically. Plus, it lets me store up some extra focus. Lets me store up some extra focus for the boss ahead. I want to make sure I get hit hard. I should be fine. I fought it several times already. There we go, fully charged. Alright, so we got this guy to deal with, which I actually think I'll save for the next episode. So, pause it right here. Next boss fight. See you guys soon.